Hello YouTube and welcome to another episode of Madden NFL Boss Twitching. I'm Madden NFL Boss. Yeah, in progress. Washington. These guys been running a lot, which has been giving me some trouble.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
I get the win on this side. Went over to go.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now on 2nd and 13. Foles gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Let him know.
Now Foles. Now a hit.
Got him.
Loses the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back.
Got it.
Manji
is just scared. That dude was a pickup and a half.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Back to throw here. He will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Geno Atkins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Matt Darr now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And taken right on the 30.
Oh, man, that was daylight right there.
22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Hunt. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down now. It's Hunt. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people. Lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run with Howard, and they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've reached half. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On 2nd and 7, Foles. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Caught by Sanu. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And down to the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Under
pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Robert Kimdichie. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, total.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots, but what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Again, it's Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Like 8 bodies went right on him, but after the fact.
So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
First down, a run with Cohen, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now in Miami, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now back to throw, and that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone first.
Look at the big man rumble. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Hayden Hurst with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Butker now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And they're able to get the connection on a long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A throw complete to Dorsett. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across...
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So I told you, dudes on my team, they're secret sleepers.
All right, here now a look at A.J. Green. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's got this down to the 35. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That was my bad. I need to wait
should have been intercepted,
a second more.
but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Goff throwing again.
I did
It'll be
that.
intercepted.
I'm an idiot.
Picked off by Matthias Farley.
Hey, let's go.
It's the first real
Their
pick I
passing
threw.
game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Foles now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
That's me.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Draw play, Cohen. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and then get anywhere close to a 1st down.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Go, 20. I don't think you got it, son.
Goff going to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Oh,
he couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. His throw caught right around the 6. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're
under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. LaMarcus Joyner picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean,
they
what a
got
game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Nice. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, it's loss number 5 for them on the year.
Definitely was having trouble, though. But for how much they run to keep them down that much, I was doing decent. There you go. He needed some points. Let the beast eat. Super back in now. Dude isn't bad for what he is. They said he's just beat me in yards, but they got more time to play. Look at his attempts. Pass attempts. He's over double mine. He's almost at triple mine. And literally, I'm only short on him by not even 100 yards. TD's destroying him. My passer rating, look at that shit. 84%. Look, average yards per attempt. 22. These dudes are nowhere near this. 91. Now sacks, I'm getting stacked up, but you see all the guys that are up the top, they get a decent amount. I'm a little high. Downs played. See what I'm saying? I forget what setting it is. I know there's a setting that sets the computer to play the same amount of games and snaps as you. Meaning, so this way they don't get the advantage of playing all these extra downs that you don't, because then you get you don't make it on leaderboards and things like this because of it, because they just have so many more plays than you do. He's right up there. My next guy hasn't been getting enough. See, my dudes are doing well. See, they just have so many more tackles because they're playing so much more. Like, you're never going to receive the defensive one because they're playing so many more games. Let me see if I can switch that up. That's why there was no trades up.
This player's development trait is hidden. Put this player in your lineup and evaluate.
You kind of give him up. Marky's just wasting time. Perfect timing. Next week. They call me the swindler. Alright, I'll be back with more Madden 2020. I'll be obviously playing Buffalo, romping them. And, yeah, scouting, training, player advancement. A big game. Utilize trade. All right. Alright, that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button. I'm Metal Mark the Boss. I've been Metal Mark the Boss Twitching. I'll be back with more Madden 2020. Check out my merch store. Alright, I'll see you guys. Stay safe out there. Laters. Bam.